to another episode of The Positive Side of the Bad Stuff. I'm Leslie Pogue, your host. You're in store for a treat again this week. We're continuing on with episode 2 of my interview with Terry Hawkins, the author of Why Wait to Be Great? It's Now or Too Late. A lot of great information in there about thinking about the lessons you've learned from the past as well as setting yourself up for success. I know you're going to love it, so enjoy the show.
Judgment of us that pains us so much. I think it's our own personal judgment, the standard to which we've held our own. And like you said, what we wanted. And I remember as a little girl, I used to always dream of having that beautiful. And I did get the chance. It's funny when you look back and just writing my story. Mm-hmm. There was an elderly couple that they'd come to the church, and I'd come to the house, and they were soliciting people for the church, the local church. And so, Mum sort of, because there were 6 kids, so Mum sort of palmed me off onto them, just to get rid of me for Sundays. Uh-huh. And they were an elderly couple, and they ended up basically adopting me on weekends. Nice. And I went to their house, and I had my own beautiful room. Oh, wow. And they just pampered me and loved on me. Wow. And so I got the chance to feel what it felt like to have a couple, a parental environment. Thing, yes. Which was loving, no violence, just kind. Mm-hmm. And so, the gifts are there if you look for them.
They are. They are, but we don't see them a lot of times. But that's why you need us. We help to frame it and help them to go, oh yeah, they are there.
Do you know what? Oh, there's the flip man. Do you know what's funny? You just said something because I was thinking that when you said fold your arms, because that's an old training game. Yeah? And I'm sitting and I thought, and I went go into it. So as you're doing it, because my brain first of all went, no, of course I do this all the time, and then my brain went, be here for you. Not you, be here for me. Right, yeah. Hear this. And I went, how many times do trainers and speakers and educators go, they listen to hear what they've already said themselves. Mm-hmm. And so I just go, be humble, and if you're hearing it, then maybe you need to really listen to it this time. So
there's a reason we hear things over and over again. There's a reason.
Yeah.
And not back to back to back to back. There's a reason it happens like a year from now or 3 years from now, and it's repeated because probably, and we don't really register it, but probably you're in a place in your life where you're doing something that's showing that you forgot it.
Yes.
And there's that little reminder. Now you might not catch it, but it's there to go, remember this lesson? Pay attention, because you're doing it again.
Or go deeper.
28 Days to Happy is your daily guide to walk you through acknowledging and accepting the truth about what's really going on in your world, to forgive yourself and others for the wrongs you feel have been done to you, and ultimately to identify and celebrate the happiness that is always there no matter what comes your way. Look for 28 Days to Happy at www.softskillsdirect.com or at Amazon.
Go deeper, because, I just, being the age that I am and having done this business for whatever it was, 32 years, I go, the layers, I'm constantly dropping down into a deeper level, one of the kids yesterday said to me, I love it, he was really casing me out, and he goes, so do you have a marketing team? And I said, well, and he goes, do you have a team of trainers here? And I said, well, I've got a team of trainers in Australia, and the Australian business has gone crazy, so I'm building Australia. And of course, while I focus on Australia, I don't have any time to focus here because it's such a massive. And I said to him, the wonderful thing that I'm grateful for about Australia is that it's now funding me, because I really did a tough time here when I first got here. It's now funding my pause. Because I don't want to just rush in madly in America, because it's a large country, and so I'm thinking about how I can leverage this in the best possible way. So this little company that I'm doing now, and then there's uniforms, Parker uniforms. I'm talking to him, the CEO, about targeting one really large company. I've got one in Canada, but one really large company where I can actually take one of my programs in and layer it in, do the licensing, the training, do the online virtual academy.
Fantastic, that's so awesome.
And just get a blueprint.
Yeah.
And so once I've got that first company, but I think that's what it is. I think just income just gives you the chance to pause.
Yeah, it does. And that helps you grow.
Yes.
That helps you grow. And I think that we all need these messages. That's why I enjoy speaking to you, people who have been doing this for a while. That's why I love what I do, because
You're amazing at what you do.
oh, thank you, and I love it. I absolutely, I'm so thankful that I finally figured it out because I love it. That aha moment on someone's face, or getting a call from someone that saw a show or heard something that, you know, someone said, there's no drug on the planet that can get you as high as that. There just isn't.
And isn't that because I don't go out to build a business.
Right.
I go out to help humanity.
To help humanity, exactly. And
You know?
that's what it is. And I think that because of the challenges we've had in our lives, it makes it easier to do that. It's easier to give back. My thing is,
Choose happy, the habit of happy, that is. Achieve ultimate happiness in only 28 days at the workshop coming to you this September. Register today to save $100. Go to www.softskillsdirect.com to learn more and to register today.
wow, what a great show today. Thank you so much for joining me today, and tune in next week for our third installment of my interview with Terry Hawkins as we kind of wrap up the whole message of Pitman and Flipman. She asks a little bit about my message, so you'll hear a little bit about my story in next week's episode as well. And we're really going to just tighten up and get you to really understand and own why wait to be great. It's now or too late. So thank you so much for joining me today, and until next time, go be do.